far for McKinnon. Here comes Ethan Lindsay. Scores! Ethan Lindsay makes it 3-0 Panthers. Welcome to the first episode of Behind the PAW. I'm Thomas West and pleased to be joined by Ethan Lindsay from the Pickering Panthers. Ethan, thanks for being on. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Obviously, it's been a long time since you've got to play hockey again. I know you're a couple of games into this season, but it must feel pretty good to be back out on the ice at the Den.
Yeah, obviously I missed a lot. We didn't play there for a while, a year and a half, obviously with COVID. So, it's just nice to be with all the boys again in the locker room, get the camaraderie going again, and just really step back on the ice. So, obviously, super excited to be back.
What did you do in the off season with no hockey to play?
Well, there wasn't a whole lot to do, but just working out and working, just trying to get a bit of money and just try to stay in shape as best as I could. So, yeah.
I want to get into your hockey career. Obviously, you're kind of one of the more veteran guys with the Panthers right now. You grew up in Barrie, Ontario. That's a pretty good hockey place to be with the Barrie Colts there and whatnot. What was it like growing up in Barrie, and what got you into hockey playing out there?
Well, Barrie, obviously, like you said, is a pretty big hockey town. Everywhere you go, any neighborhood you go through, you're going to see some hockeyness in the driveway. So obviously, I didn't grow up in Barrie right away. I'm actually from Calgary. I moved here in 2009 for my dad's an RCMP officer. So moved out here and he works in the detachment. And, I kind of got into hockey back out in Alberta. And obviously that carried out to Barrie, which was a huge increase in hockey because, it's a big town and, everybody loves their hockey. But going around school and, you're known as the hockey player out there. So, it was fun. And, I think just being around the people out there just, grew my passion for the game.
Did you have any kind of a hockey idol growing up that you looked up to?
Well, I loved Ginla on the Flames when he was there. That was my guy. My mom loves him too. So, he was my guy growing up. I try to emulate him a little bit.
So you're with a Panthers team right now. Take me kind of through your road from going to Calgary, then to Barrie, and how did you end up with the Pickering Panthers?
So obviously I played all my minor hockey in Barrie. I played AAA all throughout. Played for my hometown team in minor midget, and then I ended up getting drafted to the O. My minor midget year, I AP'd with the Panthers and just kind of got to know everybody there in the organization. And I got called up for a couple of games, and then went to O camp, didn't make it, unfortunately, but that's what happens. And then I came to play junior A, and I've been here ever since.
This year with the Panthers, Ethan, it kind of feels like you're starting to really hit your stride. You're off to one of the best starts offensively. Do you feel like you have a bit of a bigger role with the team this year?
I'd say definitely, yeah. Your rookie year, you don't get as much minutes as you want to, and then obviously we didn't have that. We had the COVID year, so I didn't play. So going from getting rookie minutes to having a pretty big role in the Panthers with Rob, and it's definitely a bit of a jump. And I'm pretty happy with what I've been doing so far this season, and as well as the whole team. We've been performing pretty well as a group. So yeah, obviously we've had a pretty good start, and I'm just excited for the rest of the year.
And you're joined by a lot of other really good players on the Panthers this year. Obviously, you guys are off to a real good start in the North Division. Is this one of the better Panthers teams that you've played on?
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely rivaling that first year team. That my rookie year we had a pretty good squad, but right now obviously we're having a way better start than we did then. So I think we're on pace for probably breaking some records and hopefully getting a championship this year.
So earlier in your hockey career, it might have been before the Panthers, you got drafted into the OHL. Now that's something that obviously a lot of kids probably dream of growing up, like you said, playing hockey in the driveway. What was that like for you when you heard your name get drafted to Owen Sound?
It was pretty special. It was a pretty crazy draft, pretty some highs and lows on that day. But it was pretty sweet seeing your name on the board, and then obviously getting the call to go to camp, and you kind of work for that. Growing up playing minor hockey, obviously there's some different avenues that you can explore after that. But it's a real honor to be considered to be drafted to the OHL.
One of the attributes that I think a lot of probably your coaches have seen in you growing up playing hockey, and especially here with the Pickering Panthers, we've seen is that you're a super determined player. I would say you're probably one of the harder guys to play against when you're out there on the ice. You're always hustling. What's your mindset when you hit the ice?
Well, yeah, that's a deep one. My dad always told me, just, if you're going to do something, try your hardest at it. So every time I'm on the ice, I kind of have that mindset to, just work as hard as I can for my teammates. I'm not really worried too much about myself. I'm just trying to do what I can for the team to win. If there's a puck in the corner and there's the tallest guy on the ice, I'm going to go after him and go get it, So, I've done that a couple times actually. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just I think it was the way I was raised. And I just kind of keep that into my hockey career, just do what my parents taught me and, and as well as other people, and just kind of keep that philosophy going throughout my career.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but another guy on your team that you play with a lot is Lucas LePalm, and it feels like you guys kind of have a similar mindset when you hit the ice. You're one of those gritty players, super hard to play against. What's it like playing with Lucas?
As there's a big hit in the corner. Hudson to the point. Cook fires. Where is it? In the equipment of LePalm, and his teammate Ethan Lindsay picks it up and slaps it down the ice.
Honestly, good old Palmer. We're basically the same person. It's pretty funny, actually. I just kind of know where he's going to be on the ice, and I think he has the same thing for me. It's pretty sweet playing with him. I love every time one of us is on the ice, the other guy's on the ice, and we're kind of starting to really get really tight, and I can't even explain it. I just love playing with that guy.
You guys seem to have kind of mastered the art of penalty killing in the OJHL right now. That's your job. Whenever someone takes a penalty on your team, it's always you and Lucas out there on the ice first. Do you guys talk a lot about that with the strategy of penalty killing? Why does that work for you guys so well?
Well, I think we really just try to utilize our speed and our work ethic. We just try to make them panic on the breakouts and stuff when they're breaking out. We try to get on them as fast as we can, obviously sticking to the system. But I think that's why we really make teams panic and give up the puck, and probably why we have so many shorthanded goals. It's because they don't really know what to do when we're on them. So, I think we communicate about that all the time, even on the ice. We're always talking about it, and I think that's why we have a pretty good PK in the league.
So you guys have been able to put up a little bit of offense as well. It's not just penalty killing that you guys do. I can remember a couple times where you've connected on a really big goal. The one goal that I'm thinking about, maybe you can take me through this one, was one back in Stouffville in early November when you got the game winner, and it was a broken play, just a determined shift. You guys had a shot. I know one of your shots got blocked, and then you dropped it off to Lucas, who put it in the net. Can you take me through that moment?
Yeah, I remember. I don't think that was particularly our best game as a team, but I think it was 1-1 or something going to the third. I think it was 2 minutes left or something. And I remember we had a really good shift. We were just getting shots on net, and we were all over them. And then I remember I kind of popped up at the circle, I think, and then Palmer gave me a shot, and I one-teed it, and it got blocked, and then he took it
into the middle. There's a shot blocked. Rebound.
And then I knew he was going to score when he had the puck, and then just jump on him after. I'm pretty excited, but it was a good one actually. Now I think about that one.
It's not the only time that you've got a game winner as well this year. It seems kind of like when your team really needs a goal, you have been the guy to turn to a few times. What is it about your offensive game that you think you're doing better this year?
I think I definitely have more confidence in myself. I've been in the league a bit now, and I just got to trust your instincts. Me and Palmer actually been talking about is we've been playing hockey our whole lives, so just stop thinking about it and just start playing. You know what I mean? So just trust our instincts, and honestly, just shoot the puck on net too. We'll just drive the net at that point. So yeah, just more confidence and just play the game.
So I've seen a lot on Twitter. I see I think it's your dad who posts a few pictures. I know your brother as well. He was wearing your backpack. He's one of your biggest fans. I see you as well, not just your brother. You talk to the little kids and stuff like that when you're coming out of the tunnel. What does it mean having that kind of an influence or being kind of like a role model for kids like that?
Well, I just kind of remember watching the Colts growing up, how much I looked up to them. So, I just try to emulate that. It's a fun fact, but the reason why we're at 28 is because one of the guys in the Colts, wasn't the best player at all, but he always slipped me pucks. So, I just try to do, just kind of emulate that, because you never know what that kid might do when he's, in the future. So, yeah, I just try to motivate guys and, you know, just try to be a good role model, like, as you said. So obviously I have a little brother, so I'm more aware of the stuff that I do because, you know, they pick up on stuff. So yeah.
Who wore number 28 on the Colts?
Zach Hall back in the day. I don't know. He played a bit of pro, but, you know, actually it's funny now. Now he trains me in the summers back home in Barrie. So it's just funny how it goes all around in life, you know?
Yeah, that's another cool thing.
Yeah.
Every sport kind of has their own community. Hockey has that community as well. Obviously, you've been in it for a while.
Yeah.
What's it like being in the hockey community and being able to train with guys and stuff like that? You guys, obviously, you hate each other on the ice, but when you get off the ice, it can be pretty special.
It's cool. Honestly, it's sweet. You know, back home, obviously we have a couple of junior A guys OJ guys, and then OHL guys who you play against. And yeah, you know, you can't really describe it. It's kind of special, the hockey community. You know, we're real tight. Yeah, I honestly don't even know how to describe it. It's something special though.
Appreciate you being on the podcast, Ethan. Good luck in the games down the future, and hope you guys have a great rest of your season.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate that.